All right, so this whole complete rear end, camber links assembled, arms, not the shocks just yet. All right, there she is. And then I've thrown the ESC in there with some ugly ass wiring, but who gives a crap? And then a super short sensor wire into the ESC. And then the positive negative, bump bump, and obviously to link to my receiver. Caps right there. Yeah, so there it is. I know it's kind of dark, so let me turn it a little bit. But yeah, that wire I tucked through here. There's no real moving parts here for me to worry about. But yeah, there goes the wire through there, and there she is. Yeah. So that's the rear end. So far, so good. Obviously, I made the wires too tight. Now the ESC is pulling off the servo tape or the double-sided tape, but who gives a shit? That sucker's not going anywhere because of all of the wiring. Had this beautiful wire management, but the wiring is a little thick and it won't go through that skinny. I don't even know what size that would be. That would be like, I guess this is almost like a 10 gauge wire, but it's not. It's just because of the clear wrap around it. Let me try and find a, yeah, so this would be a, yeah, even that.
How would you guys feel if I matched your 100?
That's a tight fit, man. Anyway, whatever. There you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's the rear end with nasty wiring. I know. I'm not really good at this, but I don't really care. If it's under my body and it drives proper, that's all I worry about. But there's my rear end. There's the front end. And I'm now moving on to the battery holders and then attaching, obviously, the rear end and the front end onto the chassis. And yeah, that's how far I am now. This far, I can already see, I won't say already, but I'm not really happy about how much kingpin angle there is here. You know, this kingpin to here, or caster for that matter. Because if I go like this, sure, that's great for the chasing wheel, but when I go here, the amount that's leaned over already, like that, that's quite a bit. So it'll kind of want to jack up the front end quite a bit because we don't have inflatable tires. We're on hard tires. Anyway, the nice thing with this is it's mega easy to adjust that without getting any crazy by simply the purple, black, and red screw, you know, loosening them and then slide this forward until you have this straight up and down, right? If you look from here, which is probably not straight perfect above it, but you can see how much this guy is laying behind that one. So that's quite a bit of caster. Anyway, obviously I'm gonna first drive it like this and compare it to 90% of all the other chassis that I have. If it's the same and it's easy and it's settled sideways, then sure, I'll go with it. Or if I don't really like it, I will adjust it. And I'll obviously show you how I adjust it and why I think it's good or bad or whatever. Other than that, Yokomo has created definitely a work of art. I mean, look at this thing, man. It doesn't even look like a RC chassis right now. Shock mounts here to the bottom of the arm. Right, there's the holes. So that hole, you can't go wrong. You just don't have a million adjustments or placements for your shock. You can drop that down, but boom and boom, you're done. Thank you, come again. Wow, I don't know what to say about this. It's, as I build it, it's just so precise, perfectly engineered, the way this piece of aluminum screws to the carbon low control arm. Unreal. Right, and there's your little set screw, so you can move this length, out and in. And then, yeah, E-clip, ball cup on a ball, screwed to this bottom plate here. Just unreal. Unreal. I really love it. Once again, Yokomo and Elite. So sexy.